Official welcome, everybody, to this webinar on I've got my oils now, what am I supposed to do with them is probably what I should have called it, because all of you now have your oils. Some I know I've only had them really literally for a week or two, some a month, some only a couple of months, and there might be those that tune in later that have had them for a little bit longer, but the idea of running this class was to really help you get started, help you feel confident to use the oils that you've got, help you be confident in navigating how to access your back office, how to place more orders, understanding the loyalty rewards program. So these are the sorts of things that I want to make sure that you understand, just so you're getting the best value out of your oils and out of your account. So I have put together a bit of a PowerPoint, and there are a couple of other things I'm going to show you as we go along. So if I do this, can you all see then? Can you just give me a thumbs up if you can see should say I've got my oils now, what? Yep, good, great. All right, so now what do I do with them? So like I said, what we're going to cover is how to use them. We're going to cover the back office. We're going to cover how to actually, I guess, self-educate, because a lot of what doTERRA is about is putting that self-empowerment back into your hands. So how do you access information, find out what you need to find out. If we're going to touch on doing a wellness consult, sometimes it's called a membership overview, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about iTovi. We'll chat about the Facebook groups, loyalty rewards. I just might show you a few of the other products that are available that aren't oils. And if we get time, we can talk about some of that emotional support, some DIY, and answer any questions. So that's what we're going to cover. But first, what I want to do is, and I know some of you know how to do this already, but I just want to quickly show you the back office tour. I have done a video called Back Office Tour. It's linked to in one of I think the first email that you should have all got that I've sent you once you opened your account. But I'm just going to see if I can switch this here to new share. Kind of pushing my boundary limits here, aren't I, of what I can managing this technology. I need to find, where is it? Where's Google? Where is it gone? Chrome, here we go. My doTERRA, here we go. This is what I'm wanting to show you. So when you log in, you go to mydoterra.com. You'll put in your doTERRA ID number and password. Now, you would have received that directly from doTERRA. The very first email you got from doTERRA will have your membership number. If I've created a password for you, it will be doTERRA1 with a capital D. You can go in and change it. But I'm just going to show you. So you enter that there, hit submit. And for those of you that haven't even looked inside your account yet, I'm going to show you what it looks like if it works. Here we go, a bit slow. So it will open up automatically into the shop tab. So you can see here there's tabs along the top, dashboard, shop, team, etc. It always opens up into shop first. And you can click on any of these buttons and have a play around. You can't really muck anything up. It's just online shopping, really. You'll see in this right-hand side that this is where you'll find your loyalty rewards order if you've set one up, and we will talk a little bit more about what is the loyalty rewards. But you can see here, you can either create a new template, like if you haven't yet joined the Loyalty Rewards program and you'd like to, certainly the best way to get the value out of your account. You just click on that to get it started, to start one. I'll show you what happens. I've done a separate video all on this, so I'm not going to walk you through it step by step, but you just choose a date of the month that you want your order to come. I like to say somewhere between the 10th and the 14th, because that way you're eligible for product of the month if your order's over 125 points. And it's not too early in the month that all of a sudden the month's here and you haven't changed your order for the month. But you can change that. You can also set up a US order as well, or instead of. So you can see here it's defaulted to ordering from the Australian products. If you wanted to place a US product order, all you need to do is click on that toggle, and then you have access to the products in the US store. So shipping's only, unless you're spending a whole lot, it's only $13.95. It's pretty cheap shipping. And now there are a number of other supplements available through the US store. A lot of the soft gels, like your Serenity soft gels, On Guard, DigestZen, some of the cleanse products. There are the odd oil, I can't even think what they are, but there's actually Tangerine, I think, has just been released, and that should be available through the US market, although I haven't looked for it. So that's really how you navigate between Australia and the US. You can see here, I'm just going to show you, this is my loyalty rewards order, which I processed today because the laundry and detergent was available and I wanted to get that. So this is just really, it is what I ordered today, apart from a couple of things that I got free on points. So what I like to do, and I haven't done this yet, is once I know, start to look at what I'm running out of, or in the early stages where a lot of you are at, where you're developing a wish list of things that you would like to order, I'll just go in and change it automatically. So if I know that next month I really want to order the Virage skincare, for example, you can just type in, if I could type, Virage, and I'll say, I want to buy the Virage skincare kit. It'll now appear on my order here. So you can see that's come in there. It'll always give you a points value total at the bottom and a price value total here. You can see here that there's a couple of options for selecting. That means I could pay for them on points. I've got enough points accrued that I could pay for one of them on points. So anyway, I'll leave that there because I have done separate videos on these things. Just one other thing I'm going to show you in logging into here is the dashboard, because this is where you can go to see how many points you've got accrued, and you get your shipping back in points. So even if you haven't been doing loyalty rewards, you will have some points accrued there. It will show you what your personal volume is that you've spent in that month and the overall volume. So you'll see the overall volume is different. You don't really need to worry too much about that. It's just within the way I have structured all of you in my team, there are people placed one underneath each other. So if you have people that have been placed underneath you and they have placed an order that month, that will be in your overall volume. So not something you really need to worry too much about, certainly not at this point. But if you are interested all in any of the business side of it, you might want to have a play around looking in the team tab or ask me some questions about that. Any questions just about logging in and that basic navigation around the back office? No? Okay, that's fine. If you ever have any trouble, please just pick up a phone and ask rather than proceed and make, feel like you've, then making a mistake. The other thing that you can do is if the online chat is available, it's actually obviously not at the moment because there's like a little tab thing that sits at the bottom of your screen that'll say online chat now available. They're really, really helpful. So all you need to do is put in your you know, your name. They'll check your date of birth, check that you are who you say you are. But if you're having any trouble finding something, I don't know, if something doesn't, whatever, if you've got a customer service question, the online chat are really, really helpful. So there we go, there's that one. All right, so I'll leave that. Now let's find my, here we go, back to this. So that's your back office. Easiest to access that on a computer or maybe on an iPad, unless you've got a large iPhone. I find that's a little bit, there's just too much information on that to navigate on a phone. They do have an app. doTERRA has an app. You should have got an email. There is an email in that series that I send you that's called Handy Hints or something, I think. And there are a number of different apps that I refer to there. But the doTERRA app, if all you're wanting to do is place an order or set up a loyalty rewards, it's really quick and easy to use the app too. Harder to use if you're wanting to really kind of explore a whole lot of things, but it is fairly quick and easy. Now, where you've got all your oils, I've got my whole box next to me. So you might have, I don't know, a number of you have ordered kits, a number of you have ordered just, you know, the odd oil here and there to get started. But say you've got, you know, say you've got a handful. I've just randomly picked these out of my box. So say you've got rosemary. This is rosemary. And you think, oh my gosh, what on earth did Annabelle say about rosemary at the class? I've got no idea. I can't remember how to use it. Please just don't leave it sitting in your box and not use it. All you need to do, literally, is get onto doTERRA.com, type in rosemary, and you will come up with all the information about rosemary oil, okay? Often, even if you just do a Google search that says doTERRA rosemary, you'll come up with the product information. If they've done extra articles, there are a lot of extra articles on there, like spotlighting different oils, then you'll be able to read and research that. Other people like Josh Axe, Dr. Eric Zed, you know, that a lot of them have really good information about essential oils as well. So, you know, I do quite a lot of, you know, uses for rosemary essential oil as a Google search. And because doTERRA can't make therapeutic claims in terms of, you can't make claims that it cures, treats, or, you know, heals any particular illnesses or conditions. You do have to read between the lines a little bit with the doTERRA information on the website. So if you want a little bit more open information, just do a general Google search. The other thing I find quite helpful is the Modern Essential app. Again, that is in one of the emails I've sent you. So there we go. Where to find information in the emails that I send you. And some of you won't have received the full series of emails yet. So if I am referring to emails that you haven't received, that it is possible you haven't got up to that in the series. Although the very first email does have a summary of all the information. So, but the Modern Essentials app is really helpful. It's difficult I can't really show you on here because it never really, oh, maybe I can. Can you see it? It looks a bit like that. And you can type into that certain conditions, like you could type in anxiety, you could type in dermatitis, you could type in heart conditions, and because it's not doTERRA branded, it can actually give you a list of oils that might help with particular conditions. So that's a really handy thing just to have on your phone. They do sell a book, like that is it's a bit like an encyclopedia almost of essential oils. So if you really want to get into it and learn more, then buying a good quality essential oils book could also be worth getting your hands on. Where else to find information? Facebook groups. So I'm going to cover that in a little bit, but they're just, if you're after anecdotal suggestions from other people, just ask certainly within my Annabelle's Awesome Oily Facebook group. We also have access to some of the larger team Facebook groups, which I don't automatically add you to. So Tess and Craig, who are my direct uplines, have a Facebook group called Healthy Wealthy. Actually, I wonder if that's the next. Yeah, here we go. And Jessie Reimers, who's the head of our tree, she's a bit of a guru. She has thousands of people in her Facebook group. So it can get a bit overwhelming if you're seeing too many posts, but if you want to join some of those other groups, just let me know and I can add you in. They just need to be approved by their admin, but they can be quite a helpful source of information because there are so many people in those groups using oils, so you get a variety of experiences. So, and then, if you after something more, Christian faith-based, there is a Pray, Love and Oil Up group as well. So that's the Facebook support. I'm just going to come back to this, to where to find the information. Has anyone used any of those resources yet? Hold on, what does Leonie said? Leonie, I can't read what you've said in the Zoom chat. Not Dr. something. Not sure. That's typing. You can unmute yourself if you want to say something. I'm just briefly check doTERRA.com. Yep, from Kathy and Sarah. That's great. Yeah. Yes, that Anna's saying the doTERRA website, Dr. Axeneric said. So if you come across any other, fantastic resources, just feel free to share them within the group, within the Annabelle's Awesome Oily team group. That would be really helpful. If you find, like Leonie actually sent me an email the other day with 11 uses for Manuka oil. So, that's the sort of information, if you come across and you want to share with the rest of the group, I'm completely fine with you sharing stuff like that within the group. Because I think that's how we all learn from each other. I certainly don't know everything about every oil. So if you ask me questions, I'll probably just go and do the research anyway. All right, so that's how to find information. I just wanted to put in here about, my mouse has decided to die, having a catch up with me. So if we haven't yet done a wellness, I guess what I generally call a wellness consult, or we haven't kind of met one-on-one, certainly it's meant to be the protocol that I'm meant to do that. It's meant to help you go through some of this information, but in a more personalised way, so that I can make sure that you know how to use the oils that you've got safely, answer any questions, make sure you've got the information that you need. But what I'm going to show you is that now at a wellness consult, I can, I'm just going to stop the screen share for a sec. So I think, can you see me again now? What I've got now is iTovi. Can you all see that? So this is a really handy little device that I've had for a couple of months now, of which it lives in my purse. So if I do ever see you, then and I don't think to offer, just ask Annabelle, can you scan me? And it uses bioimpedance, which is can't even think, like low level, like frequencies that run through your body. So all you do is hold it, and it matches up to a app on my phone, and it's putting frequencies through your body and then reading back frequencies from your body, matching them up with different oils. So it's like a bit of a point in time assessment of what your particular oil needs are at that particular point in time. So I've been using it for a couple of months. I found it really, really interesting and quite accurate in terms of assessing whether I'm needing sort of emotional support, hormonal support, a bit of immune support. When I was using it a month or two ago, it was picking up I needed to do a whole lot of detoxing and cleansing, and I knew that anyway. So then, I was leading then into, my sugar-free month. It's picked up hormonal issues that I didn't really think I was that hormonal, and then came up with, realised then I was ovulating that week. It's picked up. It's just, I'm finding it quite helpful just as a personal health management assessment, I suppose, or tool, but certainly something that I'm quite happy to share with you at a wellness consult, or anytime just to, come over and have a cup of tea, and we'll do a scan. I know Leonie's just bought one too, so, you can buy them. If you want more information about that, let me know. All right, we'll come back to the screen share. So that's that. Oh, and so if we haven't done that and you want to catch up with me and let me help you, one-on-one, then please send me a message and we'll sort that out soon. Now, how to get the most value out of your account is sorry, Michelle's saying yes, I'm just reading the Zoom chat. Are they expensive? Do you mean the iTovi, Kathy and Sarah? I think you mean the iTovi. They are expensive, really. I think it's $700 odd to buy outright. I pay on a monthly subscription. I didn't choose the outright payment, and it's $40 a month. But they do have an affiliate program, so that has reduced. I've had a couple, like Leonie's bought one, Christine's bought one. That's reduced my monthly payments down a little bit. So I guess it depends on whether you think how much it's expensive. Oh, there we go. Leonie's saying they're $800 now. I might have got it at a special. So it depends on what you call expensive, I suppose, on managing your health. I've found it really helpful on a personal level, aside from obviously using it within my business. I am finding it really helpful within the family. So so if you want more information, Kathy or Sarah, just ask me about that. But how to get the most value out of your account is to really get on board with the Loyalty Rewards program. Most of you, I'm just trying to think, who are tuned in are already doing that or are set up to do that. So the Loyalty Rewards program is the monthly ordering. It is how you really earn points, accrue lots of free things, and we all love to get free things, don't we? It is a completely customizable, changeable order each month. So unless you forget to change it, in which case you'll get sent whatever you ordered last month. Otherwise, it's completely, every month you just order something different, just like I showed you before. So again, you've got this grid in one of the emails I've sent, but the best case scenario is it is best to order, if you can, 50 points, 50 PV worth per month or more. You don't have to. There actually is no minimum. But if you do spend 50 points or more a month, over time you will gradually get back an increasing percentage of your spend in points. So you can see there that if you spend 1 to 49 PV in a month, you will maintain whatever reward points you're on. So it might be 10% or 15%. 50 points or more will get you over time. So the first 3 months you get 10% back, then 15, then 20, all the way up to 30% over 12 months. 100 points or more in the month and you're eligible to earn commissions. So certainly if you're interested in the business side of it, or you host a class, I will recommend that you have your Loyalty Rewards set up at 100 points or more, even if it's just for that month, so that if you're referring anybody or anyone that comes to your class wants to enroll, then you get earn the commission from those purchases. And then you'll see that 125 points, if you order on or before the 15th of the month enables you to get the product of the month. So this gives you an example. So this is this month's for August. Is the product of the month is lime essential oil, and lime essential oil will come to you free automatically. You don't need to add it into your account. But if you place a 125 PV order this month, before the 15th, you'll get sent lime essential oil free. So that product of the month changes every month. It's just last month it was marjoram. There are often oils that are around that sort of $15 to $20 mark. So the marjoram one last month was a really generous one. So that it's a nice little freebie. I guess you've got to work out each month whether it's worth spending that bit extra to get the free one. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. That's just really personal choice. But with the loyalty rewards, you're not locked in. So whilst I've said best case scenario, spend 50 points a month, you don't have to. You can cancel it at any time, but just if you do want to cancel it, just bear in mind that you will lose your any points that you've accrued and you haven't spent, and you will lose the percentage that you're on. So if you've kind of over time built up to getting 20% back and you cancel it, you'll start back at 10%. So it's always better if you can just to buy something small like a lip balm or a toothpaste or something like that if you're going away, or the budget really doesn't extend that month. Any questions about the loyalty rewards program? At this point, no? Okay. Again, always ask questions if you need to. So this, this is August. That every month there's always a product of the month and a product that's got 10% off. So that 10% off this month is Intune, which is the Focus Blend. You don't have to be ordering on loyalty rewards to get the 10% off, whatever that is, whether you're doing a standard order or a loyalty rewards order, you'll get the 10%, whatever that item is on the 10%. And then, every now and again, usually every few months, there's an extra promotion. So sometimes it's, sorry, I've got things popping up saying we've only got 10 minutes left because this is a free account with Zoom. So we've got 10 minutes. I will get through what I can in 10 minutes. There's extra promotions like the Lifelong Vitality one this month for new enrollees. So I think who's eligible for that one? Sharon Caldwell, I think, will be getting that one. So that's exciting. So if you enrolled last month with 100 points and have got 100 points on a loyalty rewards order this month, you will get that Lifelong Vitality. I think it might be being sent separately. And anyone that enrolls this month will get that next, and does the loyalty rewards next month will get that. So that's pretty cool. I don't think I will go over how the business side of things works, not now, but I will give you that information if you want it. Basically, it's pay for referral, but I think I want to make sure I cover some of these other things. So get to know your products. Sorry, I'm just dealing with a mouse that has decided not to work and too many things popping up on my screen. Sorry. Okay, so read up on doTERRA.com, get to know your products. Read up on what can help your various health issues. And get to know some of the other products that doTERRA sells that aren't just oils. There's some great skincare products. The Virage skincare I really like. There's HD Clear is a great range for teenage skin or kind of more problem skin. There's all the supplements. There's cleaning products. personal care products. So there's a few different things other than just oils. I'm just going to cover. Yeah, so here is an example. We've got the Lifelong Vitality Pack. That's the supplements. That's doTERRA's top selling product, so great one to use. This is just you will have seen this image I've used on Facebook just to give you some different ideas. We've got in the bottom left-hand corner, there's the emotional aromatherapy range. They come in little oil bottles or in rollerballs. You can buy them singly or as a kit. I'm in love with Console at the moment, and probably in Motivate. They're probably my two current favourites from that collection. The laundry detergent I have used before. I've bought that through the US the US warehouse, but as of today, it's now available. It's 1 litre. I think it says up to 64 loads. You really only need like about a teaspoon in a load of washing. So it's very, very concentrated based on that On Guard range. So, fun to try a few new different things. What else have we got? Information about the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Has anyone used the supplements yet? I know, Kathy, I think you've got them. No? Anyway, yeah, that's the one. They're the ones, Kathy. Yep. So the Lifelong Vitality Pack, yeah, if you're after a bit of energy, you need a bit of an energy boost, or having trouble sleeping, or I think Leonie will tell you that she's noticed that her nails are growing, faster and stronger. There's a lot of benefits that people get from that. So, that could be worth considering. Actually, I know I'm jumping around, but I just want to come back to remind you of the different ways that you can use the oils that you've got. It's always nice to buy new ones, but please do use the ones you've got. So use them in your diffuser aromatically. You can also do that whole put a drop, let's say, what have I got here? Lavender. I don't really like lavender, but you can put a drop on your hand, rub your hands together on, just sort of breathe it in and create your own little inhalation. So topically, remember that we need to use a carrier oil like the fractionated coconut oil when we're using oils topically. I will dab them on my wrists neat, but certainly if you're kind of really rubbing ice blue on your shoulder, do use it with moisturizer or carrier oil, and particularly with kids, use use your carrier oil as well. You can use this to make up little blends like in the rollerball thing, and I'll do some more rollerball classes, but you can buy these little empty rollerball bottles from either eBay or who else do I use? auaromatools.com. So they can be a handy little way to actually get using your oils, make up your own little blends, and little spray bottles. So Anna's asking a question. I'd like to know about diffusing essential oils and how much you need if you are mixing. For example, if you're diffusing wild orange and clove. Great question. I would say in total in my diffuser, I would put probably about, if I'm blending them, you probably end up with about 5 or 6 drops in total. Occasionally more if you're really blending a lot. But if you're just putting 2 or 3, I would do if I was doing wild orange and clove, I would probably do something like 3 drops of wild orange and 1 drop of clove, because clove's a bit stronger. You'll get to learn some oils just seem to give off a stronger smell than others, and maybe you need less. Or if you're diffusing in a bedroom, you might only want 2 or 3 drops of oil, whereas if you're diffusing in a large living space, you might want more than 4 to 6 drops. So you've just got to play that a little bit by ear. That would probably be what I would say. So ways to use them would be get them in your rollerballs, in your spray bottles. like I've got the big spray bottle that I'm using for my kitchen spray and wipe and that kind of thing. I've got another question. If you keep it on for 4 hours, do you add more drops? What I find is that with the diffuser, I will just let it run out of water. So that's usually around 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours. So I don't tend to add more drops unless I'm adding more water to my diffuser. That's probably what I would do. Any other questions on either how to use what you've got or generally about, any sort of burning questions that you've got? I might just... Leonie's saying, agree with the bedroom recommendation, totally overdid lavender piece one night. Yeah, you can do that. How do you clean your diffuser? That's a good question. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Because with my Zoom account, I've got like 45 minutes or something. We've come to the end. I'm going to stop it, but I'm going to we can rejoin and I won't record anymore and we can just have a bit of a chat. How about that? Even if it's just for another 5 minutes. So we might wrap it up and then I will relaunch the meeting and you can just join back in again. And that way I can continue just to answer these couple of questions at the end. So, and if you need to go, that's fine, but I'm happy to come back on for a few more minutes. So thank you, everyone, and I'll see if I can get my mouse working again too. So we'll leave it there. I don't know how to stop this share. Pause share. Stop share. Right, so I'm just going to stop.